What is up, everybody? This is Voth, and welcome back to episode 9 of the March of Crimes. Now, the last episode was admittedly a little bit rushed. I was having trouble allocating the time necessary for a proper episode, but hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Rebellion imminent, Britannia superior, that's expected. Rank has been gained with the armies, so let's go take care of him real quick. He's a governor. So we're going to want to go for the typical governor build. That's fine there. Let's see what else we got on our plate. Peace negotiations, mine complete, unseasonable conditions, good spring. I don't know what a good spring gives you. Alright, now this is the part where I'm trying to consolidate all my lands together and get my economy all straightened out. It's not the most exciting portion of the game, but it's a necessary portion. So, let's see, in Britannia Superior, I need to get some things together to help with my public order, it looks like. And also, I was thinking Britannia Superior, since it does have iron, I'm going to make it my military province, my military specialized province. So, let's get started working on that. I'm going to put my iron smelter in Londinium. In Camelindum, I'm going to build a farmstead so that I can get a little bit better food buffer, because my food's kind of dwindling, and if I lose Alasipo down there, I'm going to take a big hit to my food because it has a fishing jetty and a field. So, having a little bit of food up here is going to help should things go south there. Going to come down here and take Coronium. Now this is all together going to be a fairly easy battle, but I might go ahead and fight that one just for the fun of it. This guy is still recruiting some archers to get everything ironed out there. Bologna can't build anything. Britannia inferior. Cannot build anything, or is that superior or inferior? I can't remember. But can't build anything. And Alasipo. I just don't feel comfortable expanding out of Alasipo right now because of things like the two large stacks of Romans over here. I feel like if I start fanning the flames, they're going to come over there and kill me. So I'm not going to do anything there. I will, however, do a quick once over on my family. Make sure everyone has a position that can. My son can finally upgrade to an elder. I've been waiting on that one. My king's 48. I really need to look into getting my son upgraded soon. Let's see. The Alamri, I might actually, he's 27. I think my son is going to, for some reason this icon is messed up. After he promotes to an elder, I'm going to use my son to adopt the Alamri and see if that can help with my family, because I don't really have a big family. Everything's pretty much dependent on my king's influence right here, 259 to keep my dominion correct and a correct balance. So I need to get some more people into my family pretty soon here. Now, I need to stick around here for a couple of turns because the public order is just all out of whack. Let me go to my diplomacy real fast. Hispania, let's see if they want to upgrade to a military alliance. Probability is high. 300, 600. It's moderate at 600 and they've accepted. So I've upgraded to them to a military alliance and I made 600 off of it. So it's a good gain. Vandals, they're in the heart of Roman territory. I hope they don't get themselves killed. Garmantians down here. They're no longer at war with the Attillians, so I'm going to befriend them a little bit more. Get some money out of them. You kidding me? They try to get 1,000 out of me. They got to be on drugs. There we go. 1,000. son, I know you can pay me some money.
In the hope that you will see the merit of closer ties with our people.
I hope you see the merit of give me some money. 800. There, they accepted for 800. High on military access. 1300, that's going to be a bit high. I'm going to take them back down to 800 because that was their magic number last time. It's high on 800. Let me try 1000. The increments that the game is going in were too great, so I had to go and manually operate it, or input it, I mean. High probability of defensive alliance. Let me see, 1300. They accepted for 1300. Do they want to go to military? Yes, they do. How much are they willing to pay? Not 1300. 300. Alright, they took it for 300, so I added 2 military alliances this turn. Because the Vandals are still in horde mode, I'm just not really concerned with acquiring them as a alliance. Alright, the Grythungians. Let's see if they're interested in trading with me yet.
Well met, friend.
Moderate. Accept. Okay, now, this is what's awesome about that trade route. Note that all through here, through the Roman empires and all that crap, Mediterranean, it's revealed the entire trade path to me. So that means it has potentially revealed new factions to me as well. Gold, nobody of any import though, so I can't get any more trade routes with them, so it's irrelevant. Right, that is it for everything else I had to do. Now I'm just going to go and take Corinium with my relatively small force, so let's see how this goes. Alright, the weather's dry on the first turn, so let's take it. Oh, looks like they've already suffered from probably being sacked. And their province is already badly damaged, as my advisor, I guess, was so nice to announce. So I'm just going to attack from this side. Let's see, their towers can't really threaten me, so I'm just going to get as close as possible. They probably have some cavalry, so I'll keep my spears on the flanks. Now, I had a question on, I think it was episode 6 or 7, I don't recall, from Yonner98, and he asked me how I do this slidey thing that I do. I hold down Alt, then right click, and as long as you're holding Alt and right click, you can drag the formation anywhere you want. It's really useful for getting everything just the way you like it. And line my dogs up behind them. Archers. What do I got left? Oh yeah, my general. I'm gonna put my archers just a little bit further out to the side. What the hell? Because I don't want them to interrupt my onager in any way. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start the battle. And they should, yep, there they go. They're gonna come out. I just left my onager on auto fire because all he's gonna do is shoot them, and that's fine with me. I don't really have to worry about towers. Boy, that hurt their feelings. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm on fire! Holy crap, they turned to ash fast. They look like those Chinese clay warriors that were buried in that guy's tomb. Wow, I can't remember his name. Some dynasty. Anyways. Horses coming out. I'm just going to send my dogs on them the second they pull to the front. Alright, dogs are going to just eat horses. And my archers are going to shoot them to pieces. Alright. Onager's fixing to put another volley into these guys. Whoops. Wrong button. Oh, dang it. Told my onager to move. Are they just gonna sit there? Oh, dogs on them now too. They got dogs in the back, arrows in the front, onagers from far away. Oh good, the battle's turned in my favor. I was worried. The dogs are eating their general alive. Look at that dog covered in blood. It's not his blood. Alright. Let's just shoot into this mass. Try to get as much destruction going as we can. They have no horses left, so I'm just going to move my my swords forward. Swords handle other swords much better than spears, so I'm just going to leave my spears back. They take casualties unnecessarily. Ouch. Gonna switch one of these guys over to whistling shot. Oh, that's it. They're shattered. If you notice right up here, their settlement is 42% damaged. That's -8 to their morale, missile, or melee attack and defense. That played a big part in why they just got slaughtered right there. They couldn't properly defend themselves against the dogs. They had no morale, so fire raining down on them, they just shattered like little babies. Good game. Okay, on the post-battle readout and the rest of this turn, somehow the recording got corrupted. So I'm just going to show you again. I loaded the autosave and I'm going to show you what I did. First off, the guy who attacked Corinium Segovox was my best option for a governor. So I replaced him with this Elixo guy and sent him back to the Senate. Next turn I'm going to install him as a governor here. I occupied this territory and I'm just going to demolish all the stuff. I chose to occupy so that I'd have less, what is it called, provincial instability, so I could get back online sooner and get going there. And outside of that, that was it for the turn. I didn't do anything else. The Lusitania guy, so that's turn. Alright, I had a rebellion in Britannia Superior. I've reached my next level of Imperium, and you notice that I have a research just finished yet again, so it's my research driving up my Imperium. And more text secured in office. Segovox is ready for duty, right here it says. So I'm going to go install him as my governor of Britannia. He has 10 loyalty, so that's excellent. I just noticed on Elixo, I turned that off, he has 3 loyalty. If you mouse over it, that's just his base loyalty. He doesn't have anything working against him, so I'd like to increase his base loyalty. So I'm going to use my High King because he has a ton of influence. And the more influence you have, it seems to give you a better chance. And also, if you get one of the options where you have to pay money or pay more influence to increase his loyalty, I'll be able to pay the most with my High King and get the best loyalty there. Alright, just have a little bitty rebellion here. It's hardly even worth looking at. So I'm going to go around and get all my other stuff ironed out. Now, I'm going to go for troughs here, upgrading this because more than anything, the growth. I have a lot of room to grow in Britannia Inferior. I have 3 more slots here and then 1 in each of the smaller ones. So more growth is going to equal more buildings sooner. I have 6,000 in my treasury. One more turn and I'll be able to recruit whatever they're called, spies. Let me go ahead and demolish this. I'm going to build my artisan and another field. Actually, I can't build a field. Oh, because of this one. Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and build my well there. I need to get my... I'm going to need to work on getting the sanitation and, of course, the growth here as well. I have 4 slots in Londinium and 1 slot here in Columdom. Growth is very important until you don't need it anymore, and then it's just not important anymore. It's kind of annoying, but that's the way it is. Going to go kill this guy. This should be an easy battle. In fact, it's so easy. Jeez, I got tons of troops. I'm just going to auto-calc this. There's absolutely no point in going out there and fighting it. Three armies available. Or I'm sorry, an army, and whoa, they took way unnecessary casualties. Take on warriors. I personally prefer this middle one. Selling them, ransoming them. I mean, look, I'm going to get 181 gold. Who gives a crap about 181 gold? And then kill the captives. Whereas this gives you 1% replenishment. Killing the captives gives you nothing, so I'm going to take replenishment all day. I'm going to move over here to Londinium, because in the next turn, I think I'm going to go push down into the mainland. I'm wanting to get my raiding going because I really need that raiding income. I need 7,000. That's ridiculous. So I need to get onto that. This is my general, my main guy. I can finally get down to plunderer. That rolls off the tongue so nicely. Research. I remember I needed Sacred King to get the Chieftain's Hold, so I'm going to get that. This guy leveled up. He's a garrison general, so I'm going to go for Breathid because public order is public order. I'm going to go ahead and give him the civil research thing. Couldn't hurt. Alrighty. That should be everything. I'm not going to do any diplomacy. Not worrying about Lusitania, so Lieutenant Superior. Resettlement, once again, growth. It's one of the most important things in the game until you don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna. Alright, we got +3 loyalty for Elixo, so that's good. I got a food shortage in Britannia Inferior. Resettlement edict, la 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 la. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and build a fishing jetty in Britannia Inferior because food shortages, when they're within a single province, reduces the industrial income by like 20% or something. It's kind of a pain, so you don't want, provincial food shortages any more than you want nationwide food shortages. I'm just going to hang out here for another turn or two while I get my troops back. So far my public order is positive here, so that's a good thing. It's negative in London and Britannia Inferior though. So I want to try to get that under control. What's driving it down? Alright, I have -5 from buildings, -5 from events. Okay, it's an event thing, so that's going to dwindle soon. -4 for difficulty and taxes, those are never going away. And then I have religious differences, immigrants, and political situation. Immigrants and the events are going to subside, so this place should be going positive within the next like 5 or so turns. So in that case, I'm not going to worry about it. What can I recruit here? Just Celtic skirmishers. I'm going to go for another Celtic skirmisher, so I'm going to combine these troops and then just dismiss this guy and recruit a Celtic skirmisher. And that'll get my army ready to move next turn instead of the 2 or 3 turns it would take for that one guy who was really weak to repopulate his troops. I don't need to build anything else. Actually, I'm going to begin pastures here in Camelindum so that I can get to those horses a little bit sooner. Don't want to build the Raiders Assembly here. Now, I have a open slot here, but I mean, I would rather work towards those pastures than, build a tier 1 building over here. Let's see how it's looking down here. Pax Augusta has a pretty significant force going on, so I'm still not going to capture that. I've lost sight of all those Romans that were here. Rome's actually doing pretty good in Spain. Usually by this turn they're much more dead, so that's cool. I have a nice little collection of barbarians here at my front door, so Rome isn't going to get in and bother me. Alright, just go through, see if anyone can be upgraded. No. Nope, nope. Alright, that's going to be turn, so I'm just going to end it. Alright, we have an imminent rebellion in Lusitania. Food shortage in Britannia inferior still, but I'm building the fishing jetties to address that. Eunuch recruited Celtic skirmishers and a population surplus in Britannia inferior, so that's good. Now, I'm going to build, not the artisan, the well. Once again, getting the growth that I need, and it'll help fix the sanitation issues. I'm only -1 in Saguntium and -1 in Eboracum, so the well is going to fix those because it goes to all provinces. Let's see. I'm doing good here in terms of public order, so I think I'm going to, I don't know if it wasn't winter. I'm just going to move to the extrememost point, take a little bit of casualties, and in camp, all these troops will regenerate those losses on the next turn. And I'll be a little bit further ahead for pushing down into the Roman territories over here. I'm going to take this well up to a trough. Once again, working on that growth. I'm thinking about building here in Coroneum a church thing, because it'll help with public order. And it'll also, one of the things driving the public order down in the various places is religious differences. And if I could get that upgraded so that I could get a priest and then put the priest out and help get all my territories of the same religion, and priests also have a lot of passive things to boost public order and whatnot, so they're really good for keeping a province happy. So I'd like to work towards those guys. Alright, I should be able to do these guys, but not on this turn. Spy Master Courier, Authority +1. I'll probably take this Spy Master guy on the next turn. Looks like Hispania is sieging Bokhara. I'm not really seeing any Romans around. I still cannot get onagers here, so I'm just kind of stuck. I need to either do something with Alisipo or just abandon it, because it's kind of just sitting down there doing nothing. And that's turn. Alright, here we are in the end turn. The Ostrogoths are asking me to join the war against the Huns, and they're going to pay me 750. I'm going to accept this for two reasons. A, it's good to accept wars that your allies invite you into. Now, in the case of the Ostrogoths, it's not as important because they are in a horde, so they're not holding lands, you can't trade with them. But I'm going to join the war against the Huns because the Huns function like the Roman Empire. Being at war with them makes everybody like you a little bit more. Also, you could just randomly invite your friends to join the war against the Huns, and they'll help keep the Huns in check, especially for later game. So, I'm going to accept that. Alrighty, we got a rebellion in Lusitania. The Vandals are destroyed. Poor Vandals. Term of office is completed for Panios. So let's just go give him another one. Nope, he can't do it yet. The Alamri can go up to Judge. Segovox can go up to an Elder. And my son is my son. There was just a big fight over here in Rotomagus. I guess that's how you say it, between the Romans and some barbarians. And I saw the Romans retreat southward, so I'm going to give pursuit. See if I can't kill me some Romans. And of course, I'm thinking about taking Toranum to use as my base for raiding the surrounding territories. So we'll see how that unfolds. Let's see if I can build anything of import. I'm going to go ahead and build. Yeah, I'm going to do the religious thing. I'm going to do holy grounds here in Corinium. And I was thinking about recruiting a spy master. I mean, what are these guys called? Scout. I'm going to recruit my scout and get him looking for somebody to hinder, because I need to hinder a few people so I could get something that will allow me to deploy him. And I'll show you what I'm talking about whenever I get there. Alright. Quick check over the family. And that's a quick turn. I'm done. Okay, here in the end turn, the Romans that I was chasing decided to attack me here in whatever the name of this raised place is. I'm actually going to retreat from it because I am in forced march, which is going to cause all my troops to have terrible fatigue. And I'm not quite ready to face them yet, especially considering they have all those onagers. So instead I'm going to retreat, and we'll see how it unfolds on the next turn. Alright, religious request, mission failed. Gonna pay this guy off. Whenever you have these defamation things, like right here I'll gain the trait unpopular. It doesn't tell you what it does, but it's not going to do anything good. Probably causes you to lose influence every turn or something, so I'm just going to pay him off. Now let's go see where those Romans are at. Alright, they're still here. And now I'm no longer in forced march, so I won't be fatigued. Alright. They've got 2 armies here, and I think I can take these guys down before they get together. And I can get there with my king. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of everything else, and then I'm going to go see if I can kill those guys. Artisan. Don't really have the money for anything. Let me pull this guy down here. Tell him to hinder army, even though he's not going to get there. Just sort of habitual to always put them on hinder. Gonna upgrade the well for the same old reason. Public order's good. Public order's almost fixed in Britannia. Inferior. This is inferior. Inferior's on top. That plays with my head because for some reason I think superior top, inferior bottom, and they're the opposite in logic. But all right, that is everything I need to handle. Let's look at the family. Everybody's good in the family. I'm not really going to worry about diplomacy for a while. I noticed on the intern, the Huns raised some stuff over here. The Huns love to raise stuff, and I'm officially at war with them, so I've got to keep an eye on them now. But that's that. Let's go see if I can kill this guy. Alright, it's going to let me attack him. He's not going to retreat is what I mean. So let's get to it. Alright, the first turn is rain. I'm not really concerned with burning stuff. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the deployment. Now, this is where the Celts are really going to get to shine. I do have the height advantage here, so that's very good. And when I say shine, what I mean is I'm going to get to deploy my troops right in front of them and totally just demolish this group of them before the second group gets over here. I'm going to put these guys at shield wall right off the bat because shield wall is awesome. I mean, I love shield wall so much. Right here it says enmity mass plus 100, so that makes them harder for horses to charge, and the horse shock damage will be less. Plus 15 shield defense, plus 15 attack against infantry, and plus 25 missile block chance. It just makes them like so much more tanky. Going to put my spears out on the flanks here so that I can't be wrapped around by their a couple of units of cavalry. Oh, I meant to move them both. Wow, my camera keeps doing that. That's weird. And I'm going to put my axes also out on the flanks to support in case the cavalry comes out here. Archers, they're going... I'm going to put one on flaming, one on whistling shot. Just do as much morale damage to them as possible. And my missile infantry, these guys are going to, I guess I'll also go out onto the flanks. Just wrap around, see if I could completely surround their army and slaughter it. Now I have dogs that I'm just going to let kill their these guys, their skirmishers. The dogs will tear the skirmishers up quite quickly, so it'll be good. And then my general, he's going to just come over here on this flank. I'm putting on my dogs first so I can immediately release them. Releasing the dogs, putting the onager on flame, targeting their general, putting my spears and everything against those guys. Enemy reinforcements approaching. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's put you guys out this way. Let's have you guys attack this horse. And move those guys in. Now their army's coming from that direction over there. Nope, this direction over there. So this is going to be dangerous, but let's see how quickly we can get this taken care of. Now being very aggressive with my general, but I want to get these guys dead as quickly as possible. Now the sooner I can get this group of enemies down, the sooner I could turn and face those in a much more easy manner. Alright, I need to get their general down. Alright, High King, do your thing. Gonna come in, bring these spears to support my High King from the rear, and that should give me what I need to pull him out. Once they're engaged, just pull my High King back. Yeah, he took a few casualties, but not as bad as it could have been if he was engaged without support. Alright, I'm going to bring these guys around here. Let's try to kill these guys off, get these guys dead as soon as possible. Alright, the enemy general is dead. That's very good. Onager, stop shooting, stop shooting. I'm going to take him off fire at will, and my archers, taking them off fire at will and pulling them back. Pulling all my missile troops back and turning off fire at will until I can get my lines back into a good formation. So I can face the last of their army. Alright, let's see. You are in shield wall. Let's get out of shield wall. Alright, first army's down. Now it's time to focus on the second army. Warriors move out. Getting my spears out there to screen because I see that they have a horse back there in the back. I don't know what kind of horse it is. Haven't had a chance to look yet. I'll look in a second. Getting my missile troops deployed in a screening sort of fashion. I think all my dogs... Nope, I still have some dogs living. Just gonna put these spear units back here in case I need to support like a cavalry fight in the mid. Onagers, You guys could start moving into formation. Now I know that they have onagers. Yep, there they go. So I'm going to take this spearman forward and just let him eat some onager fire while I get everything into position. And my High King. Let's bring you up. Can't forget you. Okay. I'm just going to speed this up now. Get everyone to position. This guy should start taking onager fire soon. Yep, there it comes. Let's see. Gonna put him in the tree so he can have some tree cover. See, their onagers are just shooting towards their right, his left flank, and they're just missing horribly. Yeah, this won't take long for them to run out of ammo. Their morale, look at their morale, it's red across the board. Once we clash, this is not going to go well for them. I'm curious to see if I'll be able to kill both armies or if they're going to retreat. Oh, derp. They can't see me to shoot at me. They have to be able to see me to shoot at me. Alright, onagers, here you go. Now look at it. This is the weird thing about the AI. They're shooting at this smallest little portion over here and doing almost nothing. It seems like they should fire towards the middle of the line, because see, all those shots? Onagers shoot in a large fire, and they're putting their range of fire here, so that makes like all of this area just useless for them. They're going to spend all their ammo, and this guy's going to have taken hardly any casualties. See, they're out of ammo, so they have to move forward now. Let me put it on normal and pull this guy back here, back to position. I'm going to bring these guys forward to accept their horses when they charge, because both their horses are on this side. Look at that guy, he's already wavering. He's like, I'm out of ammo, this sucks. Poor guy. Alright. Archers are going to come forward and start shooting at those guys. Their horses are moving forward now. It is a missile cavalry, so I'm going to counter it with missile troops. Alright. Archers, where are you guys at? Let's put you right out here. Now let's put you up forward. Okay. I want to try to get their skirmishers down as quickly as possible. Moving my swords up. If they let me, I'm going to enter into shield wall. Alright, that is a good position. Just going to have them halt in just a second. Yeah, halting now, entering shield wall. Bringing the dogs up behind them. Bringing these guys around to flank. And who's fleeing? Alright, spears are not the best for this, so I'm just going to let them kite those guys away. Going to put these guys on skirmish so that they can kite them away, and it's just going to create a nice little what do you want to call it? I don't know. Just make those guys useless. Their army's mass routing in the middle as my flank swings around. Wow, they're all dying. I don't really have any good cavalry for chasing these guys down, so I'm just going to let my archers shoot on them for a while. I don't know who was their king, unfortunately, otherwise I'd focus fire him. Not king, general. But all in all, this battle has gone well. Just gonna have everyone go on, you know, fire. Turning all my guys off fire at will because I don't want them to... Not concerned with wasting ammo, I'm just concerned with them killing teammates, because at this point the AI is not doing anything but running away. Let's see if I can get a few kills. Speed this up. Whoops. Accidentally went to tactical overview. This also, the whole slaughtering gives the gives your team experience, which is also good. Look at him just chopping them down. Alright, I think that's enough carnage. Let's go see what the post-battle readout has to say. Alright, here we are. I got a heroic victory, which is very pleasing. I did manage to kill both of their generals, which is also very pleasing. Only one of my units really took a beating, and it was the spear guy. To be honest, I don't know what happened to him. I lost a few of them. I'm going to replenish my units, get 10% replenishment. That is fantastic. Enemy killed in battle. Enemy killed in battle, those two generals. Now, one army was looked like it was completely lost, and then this guy escaped with that. Actually, I don't think the other army was lost. I think he's probably just retreated into the fog of war. But I got a heroic victory against him, and that is definitely awesome. I'm out of movement points, so that is it for this turn with that guy. I believe I handled everything else that I need to handle. So, that's turn. Signing a governor. I'm not going to sign a governor. Stop talking to me about the governor.